Hey family, how you doing? Welcome again to another video. As always, I really appreciate you clicking in. We got another one. We got another story, family, that goes right along with the video that I just did not too long ago. You are what you dress. And here we have another case of a black-owned restaurant. This restaurant is really trying their best to really set a standard out there of excellence when it comes to presentation of food, when it comes to atmosphere, when it comes to, they want to set something that's very nice for people, period, to come in and have a nice place where you can come in and relax and chill. But yet at the same time, it's an atmosphere where, you have to reflect the atmosphere, the expectation of the atmosphere. So in other words, if I go to a fine restaurant, such as in this case here in this story, then you should reflect that. Do you understand what I'm saying? In other words, if I'm going into a ball, for example, I'm not going to dress with sneakers and, all this other foolishness and whatever. I'm going to reflect the atmosphere. And, it's a shame that you have to kind of, in 2023, this is an issue, but nonetheless it is. What I said in that other video is that we're living in a time right now, because the ball was dropped in many of these homes within our own communities. Now it's up to business owners to take up the slack and to play the role of mommy and daddy and show you and tell you, hey, listen, you can't come in here like this. Well, anyway, here's a restaurant. This restaurant is, they have several locations throughout the United States. The name of the restaurant is called Kitchen Cocktails. The owner is Kevin Kelly. And this is a black man who has worked pretty hard to create an environment, to create restaurants that are, nice, that are have a wonderful atmosphere, and is one that black folks as well as anybody else can come in and can get some really good, fine food and have an atmosphere that is a quality. You know what I'm saying? And so, but unfortunately, just like in the case of the Turkey Leg Hut down in Houston, he has to go the extra mile and has to set up a dress code. Anyway, so I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I'll read it for you. In the dress code, he says, we are enforcing a dress code disallowing guests from appearing in tank tops, flip-flops, slides, regardless of brand, clothes with explicit attire, sagging, some bodysuits, jerseys, attire that does not meet the K&K expectations. Women, no bonnets, no revealing attire, excessive cleavage, shorts, etc. No slides, rubber sole, athletic, regardless of brand, Birkenstocks, Crocs. Men, no ball caps, do-rags, stocking caps, no hoodies, no beanies, no slides, no basketball shorts, rubber sole, athletic, regardless of brand, Birkenstocks or Crocs. And so here you have yet another business owner that's really trying to set high the bar of quality and excellence. And unfortunately, the greatest pushback that he's having right now is amongst his own people. And he has to now step in the role of parent. See, people don't understand running a business, it takes a lot of work. And that's really an understatement, especially if you're trying to raise the bar of quality, of excellence, of expectations. It takes a lot of work to do that. It's not easy. But when you have to go the extra mile and now you got to play parent for the crowd that you're really trying to attract, it brings a whole nother level of pressure, unneeded pressure on the business owner or business owners that people really don't quite understand. And you should see a lot of the comments that were on Twitter. I mean, there were numbers of people who were mad. They were angry of the fact that, why do I have to dress up just so that I can eat fried chicken? Why do I have to dress up for this or that? Y'all trying to impress white people. This ain't got nothing to do with impressing white people. If we as a people can't set our own standards of quality, of excellence, then where else are we going to be? How is that going to be done? Because it needs to be done. We have to set up high bars of excellence for the next generation and then the generation after that. It must be done. So something as simple as this, unfortunately, is something that should have been taught at home, but it wasn't. So now it's up to business owners to step in and now play the role of teaching and enforcing folks. Hey, listen, you can't come up here dressed like this. You know, just to go back to one of the stories that I talked about in that video that I referenced earlier, the turkey leg hut. One thing I didn't know, and I found out later, this may not be news to many of y'all, but it was certainly news to me. This couple had set up, likewise, they had to set up a dress code because you had people coming in dressed up all kinds of ways. And so they had to set up a standard and do the same thing that this gentleman did. Did you know that a black woman walked in their restaurant with no clothes on because she was mad at the policy? Take a look at the video.
Turkey leg hut.
Yeah.
Coming in hot over here.
You ready? Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Confident. Damn.
I don't think she's on drugs.
So this kind of leads to another topic that I'm not going to talk about in this video, but I have addressed in other videos, you know, because now you're touching in the area of mental illness. I mean, and mental illness it's all shades of it. And so you got mental illness, you got just people who are just ignorant, you know what I mean? But for someone to do something like this, you really got something going on upstairs. And so there's a lot of issues, family, that we have as a people that we got to be willing to address. You know, on this platform, there's issues that we try to address here and we get pushback from all sorts of people. I mean, anything from ranging from telling people, hey, listen, you're not a cursed people. People get angry. They're angry because you're telling them they're not cursed. You know, when you tell them, hey, listen, mental illness is a real thing. We need to talk about it. We need to address that. We need to build our own infrastructure to address these things. They get angry. When you tell them, hey, listen, you need to watch this video. There's a lot of details in this thing that you need to make sure you're paying attention to before you come into the comment section and want to argue. They get angry. So there are some things, unfortunately, that were missed amongst not all of our people, but there's numbers of our people that were missed at home. And now it's up to business owners, it's up to elders in the community to really rise up and to begin to speak up and to speak out on these things. Of course, you do it in love, but nonetheless, your voice needs to be heard in this hour, because if you don't do it, family, who else is going to do it? This generation needs some sense of order and direction. And if we're not giving it, the next infrastructure that's in place, ready to give those directions, is the government. And we have about 400 years of experience where I don't think we want that to be our option. So again, family, thank you for tuning in. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.